there are many people who would be uninsurable for one reason or another on an individually issued policy, whether for a particular look-back period, for a particular cancer or severity thereof, or cardiovascular, musculoskeletal, respiratory pulmonary condition. The list goes on and on. However, in group coverage, we typically have what is called simplified underwriting. And there's a shorter list of questions. There are still knockout questions where people just can't be eligible. For example, someone with multiple sclerosis or muscular dystrophy, or they're in a wheelchair. Other issues that have already impacted their current ability to live an independent life. The point is, worksite issued policies with simplified underwriting augment the probability that a particular individual will be able to get a policy. When it comes to health insurance, you can't exclude certain employees who are eligible. But when it comes to long-term care insurance, for reward of particular key employees, or to retain them, or to recruit particular people, it's something that employers like to do. They can also provide a so-called base policy to everyone who may want one. And then if particular employees want to buy more coverage, they can. When it comes to the executives of the business, they can buy whatever they want for themselves and their spouses, and those are business deductible. Women have always paid less for life insurance because they live longer than men, statistically. But because women live longer than men, they're more likely to live to an age where there's a cognitive impairment or frailty. So since more women over the years have used long-term care benefits and for longer than men, most every state now, including California, allows insurance companies to charge women more for coverage. However, by federal law, policies obtained in the worksite cannot be gender bias priced. I would say go to my website and read my testimonials. One in particular is from a teacher in New York, and when I showed it to a gentleman with whom I was doing a webinar, he was also out of state, he laughed and he said, "Your mother writes very well." We laughed. The ilk of it, I guess, is this. I have a legal background. My mother taught English and Latin. I've always prided myself on knowing what I'm talking about and remembering that we were given 2 ears and 1 mouth. By listening to what my clients or prospective clients have to say and trying to address their needs and desires, and then cooking into the soup my knowledge base and the fact that we can work with many different companies for many solutions, I would say that's the ilk of my success, what drives me and what gives me the passion. I can be reached at 707-974-8282. My email address is art.nybrief@axiapartners.com. And my website is artforltc.com.